Hi, collective. Welcome to your random reading, right? Okay, random messages reading. I'm just banging out a few kind of random readings. I've been away for a while and I am just easing back into things. I am going to be putting out more content, so definitely look out for that. And if you are watching here for the first time, like, share, and subscribe. Okay. So this reading is going to be what the universe wants you to know right now. Okay, what is going on right now for the collective that they need to be aware of. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards, okay, with some messages, and then I'm going to pull some tarot just to clarify those oracle cards. But the oracle cards are quite, informative. So if it's your message, you will know. Yeah. So I'll be doing these little random readings fairly often. I will be creating content fairly often, so you'll be seeing more of the random readings, and I will get back to the zodiac readings, which will which will be done on kind of like an ad hoc basis. Okay, so messages from the universe, from the collective spirit. Can I get 3 cards for something that the collective is needing to know right now in their situation? A message that the collective needs to know right now. So when I say collective, it's not zodiac sign specific. Okay, so this could be for any zodiac sign, any placement. When I pull tarot, or as I'm guided to, I will highlight zodiac star signs as and when I see them, I feel them, I find synchronicities on them. Okay, yeah, okay. And also my website is up and running. Okay, you can book me on there. Go and check it out, poppitreads.com. You can also send me an email on there if you've got an inquiry. You can also see what services I've got, and a little bit about me as well in the about me section if you're interested. So for the collective, messages from the universe. What does the collective need to know at this time? Can I get 2 more for the collective? What does the collective need to know at this time? 2 more. 1 more for the collective. What do they need to know? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you've got when you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. Okay. The three cards that came out. The first one is when going through tough times, it is important to remember that nothing up to this point has defeated you. You've overcome challenges before. Be kinder to yourself and be thankful for all that you already have. The second card that came out is we are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, you just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. This is all very quite interesting. And the last card that came out is something deep within you tells you that something is not quite right. Trust it. If you are unhappy in your life, change something. It is entirely up to you. Stop making excuses. You are in control of your own life. Okay, so yeah, Spirit is really trying to let you know that you're quite powerful and actually that you're quite intuitive. Okay, they've been trying to, or at least around when you see this. Okay, this is a timeless message, so it resonate for whoever it's for at the time that they see it. But at least that when you see this message, you will have been probably seeing synchronicities, seeing signs. Um, you may not think you are spiritual in a certain way or spiritual at all, but you are here watching me, so you may be a little bit in tune to something. But you will have been seeing synchronicities, and your intuition probably will have been thinking, talking to you like, what's that? Or I've seen that before, or that's a bit weird. Like, why would that come up when I've seen that earlier? There's something else earlier, and but you're second guessing it or you're pushing it to the back of your mind. The truth is, it seems like you have been or will be at the time you read this going through something, if this reading resonates with you, going through something that you are needing support with being guided out of, okay? Spirit is saying that you have the power and you have the autonomy to make decisions and take control of your own life. I'm hearing specifically especially if you feel like you don't have the power, or you feel like you're stuck, or you feel like, you know, if you take a certain route, take a certain route, make a certain decision, it's not going to go the way you want it to go, ultimately. And this is sometimes very hard to understand, especially if you are not somebody who does move who moves on faith, and if you're not somebody who has much experience with this. But sometimes it's about making a choice, not knowing how the situation is going to pan out. And I don't mean a reckless choice. I don't mean that. I just mean um, trying to release control of what you think the outcome should be. Okay, you want to do something in a particular way because you want a particular outcome. But, speaking from, and this is me speaking from experience, sometimes it's really debilitating to make a decision when you don't know what the outcome is going to be. And instead of making a decision, or making the decision that you know is right, you avoid making a decision altogether, and that in itself is making a decision. Okay, and and in the absence of a decision, you know that a decision is made for you, things are taken out, the control is taken away from you, um, and whatever happens, and you can blame everything outside of yourself for those reasons. So spirit is ultimately trying to guide you and give you intuitive nudges, and inform your intuition on ways that you should go, sending you messages, letting you know that you're not alone, okay, and that they have actually got your back. Spirit just keeps saying here, they're sending you messages. There's something deep inside within you that's telling you that this situation isn't right, that you're going down the wrong path. Okay, you made the wrong decision. It's not too late to pivot and turn, especially when you know it's right. Like when you've made a decision and you know deep down something just is not sitting right, things are not constantly not working out. Okay, and you're too afraid to turn around and change your mind or make a different choice. The Continuing to go down that road that you know in your gut, and you're being guided to knowing that that is the wrong choice, to keep going down that road is not going to suddenly, that decision is not suddenly going to turn good. Okay, it's not going to come good just because you're persevering down that road that you know is not for you. Okay, so listen to the intuitive nudges. Okay, it's not too late. If you're constantly getting a nudge to do something different, or to go a different route, or to, whatever it is, take a chance and follow it, because it sounds like from these cards that you're somebody who is working against yourself and working against the grain. So if you're constantly working against the grain, and you're constantly working against that feeling, that nudging feeling that you've been kind of slapping away and telling yourself, oh, that's ridiculous, like that doesn't mean, that's not logic, that's not common sense, whatever. If you're constantly batting it away and things are still not working out for you, then maybe try the different route, okay, the different road, see how that works out for you. And you see sometimes when you choose to make a different decision, you'll see how quickly or how easier things come together. I'm not saying things suddenly turn out perfect, but you'll start to see how with every foot that you take, or every step that you take, you'll start to see how there's less resistance to where you want to be. Whereas in the position or the place or the decision that you made before, every step you took, there was resistance, there was an obstacle, there was a block, and you were getting all these signs, synchronicities, feelings, gut feelings, whatever you want to call it, to do something different, and you didn't. And you were constantly met with resistance, things falling apart as quickly as they came together. So yeah, you'll start to see that there's less resistance, and that's how sometimes you know that you're on the right path. Okay, you're going in the right direction at least. You're moving in alignment, because that's what it's about. It's not about the journey and knowing it's not about the outcome and knowing where you're supposed to get to the location. It's about the journey and making sure that every step that you take and the decision that you make you're moving in alignment. Okay, so as long as you're not fighting the tide or moving against the grain, that is moving in alignment. um there's something here about holding on to things that are no longer serving you, okay, because that was what was at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there could be a situation where you need to release, let go of, walk away from, that is stopping you from really living in the present, enjoying the present. Okay, there's something about the past that you're holding on to. Now, this could be a past situation, a past relationship, a past job, a past person, an old habit, and a lifestyle that's, expired, and you shouldn't be, living in that space anymore. And Spirit is saying to release any old hurts and any worries and regrets around this. Just commit to the here and now. Commit to yourself in the here and now. Commit to the changes that you can make in this moment when you choose to make a different decision and walk a different way or walk a different path. This will bring you some kind of peace when you can release that stuff that has been working against you. When you can release those things that have been putting up so much resistance, every time you pursue it, it falls apart. Things, people move away, or you grow distant from things, and you're still pursuing it. That is not moving in alignment, and that is holding on to past things that are clearly not serving you anymore. So that is messages from the universe. So I'm going to get some more cards for this message, because it sounds like a very particular message for somebody who is probably feeling very lost at the moment, going through some tough times, feeling possibly very defeated, and just needs to be kinder on themselves and stop holding on to past things that they may have done, um, that probably weren't good, weren't great. They're judging themselves for it, possibly. So, yeah, so we've got give and take. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. Okay, so that could resonate for somebody. So being open, it's about, the best way that I can describe it, like manifestation, right? In my experience, and I'm not perfect with manifestation. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, it's a mindset and it's a belief and it's a deep belief, and it's hard. Okay, I get it. It's hard to kind of master. Okay, but the best way I can describe this is like manifestation. So, for example, I want to manifest. Let's make it really relatable. I want to manifest winning a competition. Okay, a competition where I can win. Those like competitions where you can win a house. Okay, yeah, I've got a great story about this as well. Competitions where you can win a house, and yeah, you're manifesting that. You're writing it down. You're speaking it out loud. You're telling the universe everything you want. You're putting everything out there. Okay, maybe you're somebody who does like little like rituals as well. So maybe you're throwing a bit of sage and some cinnamon and burning some shit. I don't know, to manifest it. Okay, so that's great. But then there's the other half of manifestation where you have to believe that will come to you. You have to live in the energy of that feeling that you will feel when you win that house. Okay, that excitement that you feel, that gratitude that you feel, that surprise that you'll feel when you find out that you're the winner of that house. Okay, you have to live in that feeling. You have to know how to generate that feeling within inside you. Okay, so manifestation is not all about the practical steps. It's about the feeling, the emotion, living in that belief and living in those emotions. However, people, me as well, forget that side of manifestation. So easily done. Not only forget it, but it's hard to do. Okay, it's hard to master. um and being open to give and receive. Okay, in that situation, you're you want to manifest things. Okay, but if you're somebody who's doubting that will manifest, that manifestation will come to you, or if your emotions betray your manifestation. Okay, if your emotions are betraying what you've written. Okay, then are you being open to receive? Because that's a block. If you are doubting, living in an energy of doubt, living in the energy of, oh yeah, I've manifested that, but that's not going to come to me, or fat chance, like that would never happen. Like, you're saying things like, I'm not a lucky person and things never come to me, and that's counteractive to the manifestation that you've put out there. So being open to give and receive, that's the best way I can kind of describe that. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, but you have to be open to it emotionally, energetically, okay, as well as physically, and to give as well. Okay, abundance, the law of attraction and abundance and things, it's a circle. Again, this is not something that I'm an expert about, but it's karmic. Okay, you get what you put out there. It's not, karma, and energy and the way energy flows and things like that. It's not necessarily bad or good. It gives you back what you put out there. So if you are somebody who is giving to others, and I don't mean over giving and all of that, um, self-sacrifice. I mean, if you are genuinely showing up for other people, if you are genuinely there for other people, if you are genuinely, providing, being of service, being kind to people, if you are constantly moving in a certain energy and a certain vibration, then that will come back to you. Whereas, another way that this can betray you is if you are moving, you are doing certain acts, of kindness and service and things, but the place that it's coming from is not a place, an authentic place. It's not a place of, I'm just doing it for doing its sake. I'm just doing it because I want to help this person out, or I'm just doing it because I want to be there for this person, or I'm just doing it because that person's, um that person's hungry and I want to help, I want to feed them. If you're not doing it from that place, and the place that you're doing it from is actually a selfish space, again, that's not being, genuinely and authentically, giving. Okay, so whatever you say and whatever you do in the actions you'll take, your energy, your vibration, your emotion has to move in that alignment, okay, in that same way. Otherwise, um what you're asking for, what you're putting out there, it's not a one-way system. But if you're moving in that way, it kind of is a one-way system, and you're expecting things to come back to you and for you to get what you've manifested and what you've put out there, but you're not doing that in an authentic way for others, so, or in other situations. So yeah, be open to give and receive, to keep the flow of abundance going, because that's how it goes. It moves in circles, and that's how I see it in my head anyway. The next card that came out for you was flashback. People from the past return. You may work with a previous co-worker or take back an old job. You get a second chance. That's interesting. So that's a very specific message. Some of you could be dealing, or entertaining, things from the past. Something that felt like a missed opportunity. I'll clarify with some tarot in a second. Another message that was supposed to be quick and it's not. I don't know why I say quick messages. I can't do a quick message to save my life. Yeah, so something may be returning, something that that you'd be happy to see. Okay, flashback. And then the third card that came out, prickly situation. You need both tact and diplomacy to reach your goals. The struggle is worth the prize. Work around the issue and use a gentle touch. Okay, so there could be a situation that you're trying to maneuver at the moment. Okay, it could be this tough time that you're going through that we were talking about earlier. It could be this thing that you're feeling defeated by. It could be this situation that you're stuck in. It could be you maybe have been wanting to leave the situation for a while, but you're feeling it feels like a difficult situation to leave. Okay, it might feel like a prickly situation. Spirit is saying it's possible, but you just need to use tact and diplomacy. You need to maneuver this carefully. Okay. The card at the bottom of the deck is real passion. Stop wasting time in dead end jobs. Find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but don't settle for less than you truly deserve. Okay. So there could be, a situation where you're giving your resources to. It doesn't have to be a job, but it could feel like work. Okay. That you're giving your resources to. That is not serving you. It's a dead end. Okay. It's not where your passion is. And then just underneath that, you've got strategy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. So get yourself a mentor, okay? That's what it's giving. Get yourself a mentor. Okay, get some advice, someone mature. or someone who is an expert in the field that you want to maybe work in, that you want to explore. Okay, so in regards to the situation for the collective spirit, can I get some clarity on what this is about? For the collective, can I get some clarity on what this is about? Situation. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and the Four of Wands. There could be a situation, a really tough situation with the Six of Swords that you will be walking away from. I do see you walking away from it with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is moving out of a chaotic situation, a situation of burdens where you were constantly learning a lesson, and choosing peace over war. Basically, is what the Six of Swords is. And then you've got the Four of Wands, which is leveling up. Okay, this is some kind of accomplishment. This is you finally, again, it's echoing what I was saying with the cards, where you're finally leaving something in the past that's chaotic, it's not serving you, and you're taking the lessons that you learned from there, and you are leveling up to a situation, a circumstance, a relationship. It could be for some of you that you've been trying to get to possibly for a while by the sounds of it. What is the situation? Can we get one card for the situation? The Four of Swords. Yeah, so you're not constantly, currently you're in a situation where you could be really thinking and contemplating and weighing up your options at the moment. You could also be in a situation of healing from this, okay? The Four of Swords is healing, it's reflection, it's thinking, it's a period of being alone as well, a little bit, and a period of silence and disconnection from others. Okay, just trying to work things out in your head, like I said, healing from something. And this particular depiction of the Four of Swords, she looks stressed and worried about something. In usual depictions, they don't look stressed or worried, they just look quite peaceful, like they're thinking. They have usually, I think it's three swords on the wall, which the three swords represent, heartbreak, something that happened in the past, some kind of difficulty. And the fourth sword is like laying flat next to them, okay, almost as if, I'm taking some time out to rest, but I'm ready to pick up that fourth sword. I'm ready to go if I need to. Whereas this person in this picture, she is not ready to go. She has hung up all four swords and she's tired. She's absolutely tired of the heartbreak from before, the conversations from before, the lessons that she's gone through. She's tired and she's contemplating now. Yeah, you may have been fighting others, okay, constantly in some kind of having to stand your ground or having to establish boundaries with others. And what's the obstacle here? The obstacle is the sun reversed. As soon as that came out, what I felt and what I saw, what I felt and what I heard is that you see like the sun on the horizon. You can see how much better things could be. It's tangible. You can taste it. You can touch it. You can feel it. Um, but for whatever reason, I don't know, and I don't have time to get into it. But for whatever reason, you can't reach it. You can see it, but you can't touch it. Okay, you can smell it but you can't taste it. It's almost there but it's not quite there. The sun in the reverse, it's still the sun, it's happiness, it's hope, it's opportunity, it's joy, it's success, but it's in the reverse. So it tells me that there's either some kind of block to it, there's no growth in this situation, there's something here where you're just plodding along, okay, status quo. It's going okay, but there's no growth, there's no movement, there's no change, there's no elevation to it. And what is the outcome here for the collective? What is that outcome? So the outcome is the Two of Cups. Okay, so this could be a relationship for some of you, a friendship, a business partner. It doesn't have to be. What I'm really getting here, I will pull one more to clarify. It's more alignment. The outcome is alignment. The outcome is a coming together of you and your higher self. you and your intuition, you and spirit, you and the choice that you made, you and where you're supposed to be, you in a job, you in a person, you whatever. It's alignment, however you want to see it. I will clarify what is the Two of Cups here for in the Tower. You won't see it coming, okay? Something's going to move very, very fast towards you, or you could be moving very fast towards something else after a Tower moment, okay? There's going to be a really surprising change here. That is going to jolt you out of this situation of feeling stuck. Okay, it's going to jolt you out of this situation of you constantly living in those past energies, living in regrets, living in past decisions, and living in past situations that are no longer serving you, and that you want to move out of that situation, and you want to make a different decision, and you feel like you can't, so you're whatever it is. That will change, and it will change really suddenly. Can you clarify this Two of Cups for the collective? What is this Two of Cups for the collective? Probably different for everybody, but it could be a job for some of you. Saw the Three of Pentacles, but it didn't come out. Two of Cups, what is this? It's detachment. So once you detach from something, now this could be a relationship or a business partnership, but I'm seeing a lot of cups here, so this could be emotional based. Once you detach from something that is no longer serving you, the Eight of Cups is literally somebody walking away from disappointment, from something that used to be great, or not even great, used to be more than okay. It's always been mediocre, but I've never wanted or needed anything more. But now you do, and now you're detaching, and now you're moving away. And that's what this Two of Cups is, because it's you finally making the choice to move towards the full 10 cups. That's what it is. You're moving away. You've got 8 cups here, perfectly mediocre, but no longer serving you. You're walking away to find the 2 cups, because that's what it's here to clarify. You want the 2 additional cups, because 8 cups is just not enough. It's not enough. It was perfectly okay for a while, and now it's not. And that's what the Sun in the reverse is. It's not the 10 cups, it's the 8. Okay, you're perfectly okay, and you can perfectly plod along, and just do what you need to do to get by, and it's not a really ugly situation, but there's no movement here. There's stagnation. There's no growth. There's no change. You're bored. There's no passion. There's no inspiration. There's no movement. There's no change. And you're finally realizing that it's up to you to detach from that. It's up to you to go and find what does give you passion, what does give you joy, what is giving you growth and movement, and that four of wands energy, that elevation, that moving on to the next level, because you're not going to get it in this situation. This situation is a stuck situation. You're sick and tired of it. It's not going anywhere. It looks like that it's not going anywhere. Got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It could be a family situation, a situation that involves children, or it could just be a past situation that you are choosing to move away from. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. The Six of Cups is literally the past. The Six of Cups is connection. It's an attachment and a connection to familiarity. It's an attachment and it's a connection to what is familiar. And you're choosing, and it's a scary thing to do. It's a scary thing to make a decision that you never made, to walk a path that you never walked. Feeling a lot of emotion in my chest at the moment. So if I'm connecting with somebody that is feeling super emotional, I'm there with you. But you're making a decision to leave something behind that you are connected to with the Six of Cups. Okay, there is love there, affection there, nostalgia there, but it's served, by the look of this spread, it served its purpose, because it's not growing. It's not giving you space to grow. The soil is not enriching anymore. Okay, is what I just heard. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there for my quick message. It's not, is it? Not quick. But yeah, it's a timeless message. When you see this message, it will be for you, collective. Okay. If it resonates for you, then it's for you. Don't force it to fit if it doesn't resonate. Okay. And if you like the reading, hit that like, share, and subscribe as well. Check out my website, poppitreads.com, if you would like a reading. It's I keep forgetting, I need to write down like a script or something, because I'll have something running at the bottom, because I don't know. Anyway, there's a sale on the website, so go and check it out. But yeah, let me know if that resonates, if that's your reading, and I will see you in the next reading.